Hi, this is Philip with Constrictly Business in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Today's going to be a follow-up on the Ecoflex Mojave reptile enclosure that we've made a few DIY improvements on for high humidity species, this being the rainbow boa in my case. I'm going to show you a couple of ways that I made this very drafty enclosure work for my needs. We'll start with simply the appearance. Now I'm low here without a stand because we're going to be stacking and adding more to this. Again, I love the doors on this particular enclosure. Now what we've done here is siliconed in the edges. There were these air vents on the side. I siliconed all of them but the tops on my warm side. And on the other end, all of them but the low side, siliconed in. I was going to use the styrofoam in the packaging, but I found some other closed cell foam that's much more dense, thermal, and I custom cut that. It was only off by 1 centimeter and 2 centimeters in 2 different directions. So it's wedged in here to keep the humidity and heat in. I used some screws exterior from the screen so I didn't have to cut it. Ran some zip ties through for my heat panel. I did cut the screen, but had to use some zip ties to mend that spot. It's not a small snake, so escape is not much of an issue here, but if you got a smaller species, I would advise against that. Got my Vivio Sun monitor here on the cool side. I just opened it up. It runs 90 to 100, no problem on humidity. Temperatures 85, 87 up high, 83, 84 down low, 75 to 77 on the cool side. Now we're using cocoa chip for the substrate, thoroughly soaked before entering into the enclosure. Like I said, I've siliconed the bottom edges and up to about here on each side to prevent leakage. I used some simple wire retainers to hold my plants and make them removable for cleaning. A small self-tapping screw with the wire retainer to hold them in and concealed pretty well. I've mounted my branch here horizontally with some pretty serious decking screws, self-tapping from Lowe's. And we've got bark down here for her to nestle under, hide in, and stuff to climb through, cool and warm hides. And of course a water dish sizable enough to soak in. That's pretty much it. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. It's been no fuss, no muss for a week now. Temperatures and humidity have been very stable. Easy to keep at 90 and above. Drops temporarily when you open a glass and then pops right back up there. So with some minor improvements, next to no money, re-upcycling a few things, I was able to really get the most out of this enclosure for 140 bucks. Not too shabby. We'll see how it lasts and holds up in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.